Go.
So we're just going to do a headstand, so we do it perfectly and we're perfectly in line. So headstand, most important thing, it's actually elbow balance really, it's not a head balance. So we come down, you're on your knees. First thing to do, absolutely crucial, is elbows. So you have your elbows the same width as your shoulders, and the way you do that is by tucking the thumbs into the elbows. Because if you do that, then this upper arm is vertical, and therefore the efficiency of the balance is from your shoulder to your elbow, and that's what's taking the weight. So that's the most important thing, and I bang on about that all the time. Thumbs tuck in the elbows. When you release the hands, you don't move the elbows out. So many people do that and then they just do that. So if you imagine, if you're trying to balance like this, everything is really strong. As soon as you do this, you're going to collapse. So we're trying not to collapse because we're taking the weight on the elbows. So coming back to lining up, thumbs tuck in elbows, knees are hip width apart. It doesn't matter so much about the knees. Elbows don't move, clasp the hands. These elbows and these forearms and the edges of the hands are really strong on the mat. Your head comes into those clasped hands. So it's the crown of the head, it's not the forehead because you'll hurt your neck. It's not the back of the head because you'll also hurt your neck. It's the top of the head. And before you move anywhere, you just make sure that you're absolutely convinced and focused on the crown of the head. The elbows haven't moved. Instead of collapsing like this, I'm pushing my elbows on the ground and I'm pushing my forearms on the ground and my sides of my hands. So this is not, I'm not wimping out on the upper body, I'm working the upper body. From there, that could be your final position. That's headstand preparation. You can tuck the toes under, lift up the knees. That's a more advanced headstand preparation. If you see again, I could collapse or I can work the arms. And then you walk in. And you can have a wall behind you. So I'm going to walk in until I feel I'm secure, and then I'm going to just pick up a leg and come up. And I'm going to come up straight, and I'm going to put the feet together and hold. So I'm working my arms really hard now. I'm not collapsing. I'm clasping the back of my head really hard, and I'm holding. Legs are straight, flex the feet. Imagine you're balancing a plate on your feet. And there are variations you can do in a headstand. You can bring your legs wide. Obviously, if you're against the wall, it's much easier. You can come back to centre. It's quite breezy here, so it's quite hard to balance actually. So I'm going to bring my soles of the feet together, knees apart. Hold that. Come back to centre. And if you have a wall behind you, you can imagine if you're really confident, that you can just gradually walk your feet again away from the wall. And you come down, try and come down with control. You can come down one leg at a time. You could step down. When you finish your headstand, it's really important to come to a child's pose, head on hands or head on the ground. Wriggle the hips and don't rush. So if you hold a headstand for a minute, you need to stay down like this for half a minute. Just let the blood come back to the right bit of the body. So just taking your time to come up. When you do come up, you come up really slowly with the head. Come up, don't rush. Namaste, folks. Headstand.